It's another week here on Creating You in the Universe with myself, Leah, and my co-host, Sandra. As always, we start off with an intention for the week. This week's intention is being led by Sandra, so take it away when you're ready.
All right. My intention is for anyone coming across this, past, present, or future, to understand that not only is your life yours, but you also, by your thoughts, words, actions, and happenstances, also are part of a bigger plan of co-creation. And just run with it and understand that everything is how it should be, and even things that you think are embarrassing or such and such. Can't think of the words right now. They are all part of a bigger plan and part of this magical thing of co-creation and creating this beautiful universe.
That was perfect. Sorry, that was perfect. Okay, so today we're co-creating a podcast, and Sandra had a story before we started, and it's what's inspired us to talk about co-creation. And it's not exactly the story that I anticipated that would spring upon co-creation, but I'm going to hold space for Sandra to take it away, share this story, because it has value.
A fly friend, sorry.
We have lots of fly friends in our life, and fairies.
Yes.
And so take it away, Sandra. Let's hear this story.
Yeah, so as many of you know, a lot of this is all intuitive. So we do just do a 2-minute little touch base. Is there anything that's coming through for you? She was kind of like, And then I said, well, the only thing that came through was I was scrolling on my Facebook feed today. And this event of this snowmobiler, or no, what are they called?
Skier,
the ones
like on a T-bar lift.
The snowboarder. Thank you, the snowboarder. He was going up a T-lift, and he started like, whoa, 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 and it's a really high T-bar lift. I was quite surprised by it. And then he actually lost balance and fell, and then it showed someone was obviously filming from the skylift or whatever they're called. Sorry, skiers.
Chairlift.
The chairlift, thank you. And he ended up wiping out a whole bunch of people. Like, there were some that were dodging out of the way, some that he got that fell, and then others. And as it obviously went farther, he's going faster and faster down the hill. And if anyone skied like myself and had a bad wipeout, I used to be, believe it or not, a very good skier, like going down like black ice runs with my father until my ski caught, and then I ended up going like this gentleman, and my skis met me at the bottom, and I took off my other ski, and I'm like, bye, and I've never skied since, and I forgot all about skiing, so I can't remember what the trail was called. But anyways,
for myself, we did our first skiing. I was a teen, and my dad put us in lessons, and then I got to go up on the chairlift because he really wanted me to do that, and I took out a mother and her 2 children going straight straight down the hill. So I'm not opposed to it. It's just, it was a lot of courage to get back on.
Yeah, I was just like kind of done with that at that point in time, and like just never looked at skiing the same. And yeah, so I mean, will I with kids take them skiing? It's not on my radar to do it. I'm sure I will get coaxed into taking them regardless.
Okay. So this guy
took out a whole bunch of people, and the comments, I actually don't usually read comments on Facebook, and I was just like, I felt like something needed to be said today. So I was about to respond, and there was, a whole bunch of people laughing, and I'll be the first one. I was laughing. It's funny to watch. Not so funny afterwards, but every time that something funny happens, like something like that, it is your first instinct to laugh. I've had it where I've been the person, I'm sure people laughed when something, and yeah, it's embarrassing as hell when that happens. But I understand and take it like it was damn funny to watch and witness, right?
Like, there's a reason shows such as AFV, America's Funniest Home Videos, are around for the decades that they are.
Yeah, and how many reels and things are made out of funny things. It's because it's our first reaction. So first of all, there was a lot of controversy, and I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. And then a lot of people were like, well, I was there, and a lot of people got hurt, and it was a very serious thing. And a lot of people are like, yo, it's just like, but it's funny. And like, it's funny in the moment of watching it, but not. So what I said, what came through to me on the post was, I just hope that everything, I'm sending healing and blessings to everyone, obviously, that was involved in it. But the most important thing is I hope the person that started the thing, that the event that person
Snowballing.
was, snowballing, he actually started it, was that he understands, as I think it was a gentleman, it could have been a female, but that he understands that it was just it was just an accident. It wasn't done on purpose, and that they were just the catalyst for something else. So somebody else, all those people, because there was people that got out of the way. There was people that watched. There were people that got out of the way. There were people that weren't paying attention that got taken out. All these things, but every single person involved in all that whole event from beginning to end was part of the co-creation of it all. So the people that got hit or hurt, they had to have had some kind of thought, feeling, emotion, belief that they were going to get hurt on skiing, or that something was going to happen, that they were having a horrible day, all of these things, because it wouldn't happen and it wouldn't co-create that way unless you were part of it as well. And that's a big thing that people don't think about. They're like, well, why did that happen to that person, not me? Because that person was co-creating it. They had a thought, a feeling, a belief, and that just manifested into that particular event happened on that particular day to that person, and then they were involved and the other people weren't.
So what I'm hearing in the story that's important to remember is, in the moment it feels very, well, it is very serious, alarming. I mean, maybe some people could find light in it, but this idea that looking back, there might be more to laugh at or find lightheartedness in. And although I'm sure it wasn't their intent to fall off their snowboard and go viral on the internet, making possibly millions of people interrupt their day by giggling, sometimes we can't tell what's going to happen, and so we're looking back on the events. And it's in those moments that, although it's in those moments that things can feel lighter, and we recognize outside looking in how there was light in a situation of co-creation. And I've seen it many times, these freak accidents. And if you're listening on audio, I'm putting air quotes, freak accidents, because they seem that way. But when I'm working one on one with people through massage and their body, there's not one of these people that did not have a major event outplaying in their life that was often dismissed or put to the back burner, and this is a catalyst to bring it to the surface. And so no person on snowboard would never know that Susie needed to break her leg because she wasn't slowing down, or as a metaphor of, hey, you need to move forward on a situation. That's only really, I would say, for God to know. But there is an aspect of co-creation, and I hear Sandra express that. And then there's the flip side of, well, I don't deserve to be hurt. Why would I co-create hurt? And that's when I think of a very recent episode on our podcast that God is not exactly gentle. The God or the universe, he does nasty things, not to hurt us, but that there's something to be lived or experienced, and nobody did it to themselves in the sense that you deserve this karma and bad experience. But co-creation is real, and it plays out in many small ways, and also it can play out in big ways. And it's in these moments that we co-create. It's similar to a ripple effect. You might not know the impact now of why falling off your snowboard was a catalyst for something else in your life, but when you're looking back and you're able to laugh and see the light in the situation, you may see it as a blessing. That's how, in my own experience, any woe that I've ever had any upset that's big, that co-creation that's brought the pain, if you will, it's always had a purpose. And in the moment, it might not be clear, but it is always clear as you have faith, walk forward, and show up living in alignment.
So speaking of co-creation and living in alignment, Leah and I have our Being You program now that we offer 3 days, 3 weeks, or our most popular is 3 months, where we actually walk people down into a manifestation along with us as we co-create with them, giving them and guiding them with our modalities that we offer and the powerhouse of putting them together and working with these clients 2-on-1. So if ever you're feeling like there's a woe story or you don't know why you're struggling or something and nothing's coming to light, we are here to help you.
Especially when you think of these big pillars of life being your wealth and money, your health, your friends and family, your love, and your career. If you have any one of these 5 pillars in your life that are feeling weak or would like,
Struggling with?
yeah, this is the time to work with yourself. There is no better time like the present. So creating you, the letter U, in the universe at gmail.com to get started. And maybe if it's available, a session to see a sample.
One of our last episodes, well, Leah always says, how does this tie in? So maybe this ties in, maybe it doesn't, but I'm feeling with her thing about saying the ripple effect. I've been noticing a lot of people lately talking, whether it's on movies or things, just it's really highlighting the fact that we aren't human anymore. We don't talk anymore. There's that missing piece.
Disconnect.
So I took it upon myself from Leah really pushing out the wording of being the change that you want to see in the world. And that I took that to heart, and just especially editing all our stuff, I got to listen to it over and over, and it was like, be the change, be the change, be the change.
be the change. Be the change.
So I started on my birthday, that just happened. I started voice clipping back everybody, saying a personal thank you, and I couldn't believe the responses. And if you didn't get one and you wish me happy birthday, somehow Messenger was like picking and choosing who it would have sent it to. I don't know if that was like, you've reached your limit of voice clips today, and it was weird. So anyways, if you didn't get one, I did send every single person who sent me a happy birthday, I did send them one. So then all of a sudden I started thinking, well, that felt really good. And then the comments back, and some people actually took time to voice clip back. So now I started a little thing where I'm doing it, and it was very uncomfortable at first, but I'm writing to everyone who shows up on my birthday feed that it's their birthday. I take a minute or two and wish them a happy birthday through a voice clip. I send them a happy birthday, I do a voice clip, and the ripple effect of that in my life has just been like, I get so many gifts and presents. And if anyone knows what I'm doing, just the moment of like having that interaction, that moment of how many people like take the time back and like, oh my God, you made my entire day. And these people, my Facebook friends, some of them I've never met, most of them I don't know. And I have had, sorry, this might be a tangent, but I've had people and heard people say, well, I don't do the Facebook thing because I don't even know you anyways. And I'm thinking, that's not how, like, then don't be their friend on Facebook, then like delete that. If there's no energy putting in, because time is the most important thing. And if people took time out of their day to wish me happy birthday, I'm going to do the same. And we don't know what that ripple affects into people's lives. And who knows? And if I've made your day, I'm so grateful that I got to do that. And yeah, the ripple effects.
Another place I see a lot of co-creation happen through my career working with energy and chakras and things of this nature is often people come into their life with a dominant chakra. And if you'd like to know what that is, then definitely reach out, give us a call. But it's this idea that one chakra has a little bit more energy and influence and experience than the others. And it's not to say that the other chakras are not working. The way I would describe these chakras and how they're dominant is Sandra and I could both witness a car accident, and my experience and how I take that in might be completely different than hers, and it can be influenced by these energy centers in our body, which that's what chakras are, these energy centers that hold different feelings, lessons, expressions, and they're across all planes of existence, not just this physical. And it's this idea that we, if I were to say that Sandra has,
you can tell the mine. I have a heart chakra.
yeah,
there.
well, this is what makes it difficult to explain in this example, is because we're both very heart chakra dominant. And so in our experience, we're here to heal through love, just by being love. And it's not to say that you can't do that. Everyone has a heart chakra. Everyone has that quality of healing another. We just might have a little bit more reminders of that lesson in our life. Well, we have friends and community, and my teacher would call this a soul group. And in our soul group, depending on my friend who has a very strong third chakra, solar plexus, that one is very much about truth. Well, they're here to be the one that's co-creating, being like, hey guys, is anyone else seeing this? Because I'm seeing this. So they're playing out a truth that helps illuminate the soul group into co-creation of leveling up, where we might have that same interaction, but we're here to offer that heart, that love through healing whatever wounds stopped us from living in that truth. So that's just two chakras, and we've got, well, 7 main ones, 7 more bigger centers that we're constantly in a soul group interacting and co-creating. So your co-creation happens all the time, and you may even have a deeper karma that influences this co-creation that you are impacting in your life. Whether you know it or not, it's still playing out in co-creation. I think co-creation is the universe experiencing itself. And through co-creation, anything is possible.
So for thought amnesia, where thought amnesia would come in and help with that, is if you have a thought, a belief, a dominant, a bad doom. You go skiing and all of a sudden you're like, I knew that was going to happen today. That's a belief. And so we go in through thought amnesia, and I can remove that so that you can go about and go to places and not have that, oh, something bad's going to happen, or those thoughts that actually then create something to happen because your belief system is there. So what you think about on the outside, universe will know what you think about on the inside.
As within, so without. As without, so within.
Right. So what you believe on the inside, the universe will show you on the outside, right? So that's how thought amnesia can help with that. And you heard what Leah's expertise is.
Yeah, and it's not this idea that you're going to be stuck in this way forever or co-creating terrible whatever things. It's that if this stuff comes up, you're handling it different, and that's where we offer help, because there might be the viewers that have this under control, but vast majority of really, really, really could invest in themselves to help these lingering subconscious even patterns in their lives to be in alignment and start co-creating in a way that works for you rather than against you.
And even the event of like people laughing at the clip, and then the reaction to people who are like, it's not funny, these people were hurt, that you can just see right there. You can tell by people's reactions if people laugh and they don't take it seriously. I can tell how they're feeling on the inside. And then you can tell the people that are like overly like protective of them and saying, it's not funny, that happened to me. We can tell you how your life is too. Like, so we can see all of that just by working with all these people and helping them. So we can help you on all spectrums of the scale and everything in between, to just understand that when something's funny, it's okay to laugh. If something's funny, it's okay if you don't laugh. It's okay if it reminds you of something. Everything's okay. But it's also okay for everyone else to experience what they're going to experience and what they're going to take away from them too. It's okay to laugh. Yeah. It's okay to laugh, and it's okay not to laugh. That's the whole purpose of this.
So I think that pretty much sums up co-creation. You're co-creating all the time. And if you're feeling like your co-creation as you look around and the life that you live is working for you, then fantastic. And if you're looking around and you're like, dang, I'm co-creating some questionable
Garbage.
things and I'm done,
Yeah.
it's time to reach out to creating you in the universe and giving our program a try for being you in the universe. Until next
Be
time,
blessed.
be blessed.